and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again, and welcome to my very first SITREP of 2024. I was telling my guest, Jimmy G, that for some reason in 2023, I just didn't do many SITREPs. I don't know if it was work or just time constraints or whatever, but I'm really hoping to bring these back so I can meet some more fantastic YouTubers like Jimmy G here. I've watched quite a few of his videos. He was on Facebook. I forget what you were doing. You were posting something, and of course I came back with my ridiculous memes and stuff that I do. And then after, just didn't even talk to the guy. I'm just seeing his post. I'm thinking, yeah, I think we can click and let's do a SITREP with this guy. So first off, Jimmy G, welcome and thanks for accepting my invite.
Oh, pleasure to be here. What is happening, everybody? I used to say it's Jimmy G and the place to be. Here we are. So no, this is awesome. This is my first time doing this. I am jazzed. I'm excited. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know.
I don't either. We never know. That's the fun.
That's it. You know, the apocalypse could happen. We can be
exactly.
like live streaming that. We don't know.
Exactly. But for those of you who don't know what the SITREP is, this is a YouTuber interview show that I came up with a few years ago where I asked my guest 10 questions regarding, or 5 questions is regarding him as a Transformer collector or toy collector, because I know you do a little bit of everything. And then I got 5 questions for you regarding you as a YouTuber. And the main thing is I like to introduce new YouTubers to my subscribers and just network. I was telling Jimmy a while ago, this is one of the best things that I've enjoyed about YouTubing over the years is networking and meeting new people. If you follow my channel, you know that I got a huge group of friends that we pretty much were always hooked together. We went to TFCon together, had a blast. I consider those guys some of my greatest friends, and it's all because of YouTube right here. And Jimmy, just starting off, how long have you been YouTubing? I know you're just over 1,000 some subscribers, right?
Yeah. Sitting at about 1680 right now.
Nice.
Been doing it since March.
Last
March,
year?
Yeah.
You got 16 since March.
Yeah.
That's impressive. It took me a while to get 1,000.
A lot of blackmailing, you know, OnlyFans accounts, all that kind of stuff. But, you know, hey, you do what you got to do.
Real quick, Bing Bong Toys. I don't know if you follow my friend Bert, the Stormtrooper. He just got Eternia. Have you seen that?
I have seen it, and it looks phenomenal.
So he's got Eternia set up on this folding table, and then Bert's sleeping underneath it. He posts the most ridiculous pictures. If you need a laugh, you need to friend that guy.
Yeah, I should look him up. That I definitely will do. But yeah, that I can't get into Masters of the Universe. I've got too many fandoms I'm into right now. My pocketbook is already telling me, help, stop, do whatever it needs to be. But you know what? Just having fun. You can't take it with you, right?
I don't know if of course, you and I became friends on Facebook just recently.
Yeah.
But I was actually toying with the idea of going to BotCon. I can't go to TFCon in Baltimore this year because of my job. But I thought BotCon in June may be doable. Yeah. Then my water heater explodes. I come home 2 Fridays ago to my laundry room flooded. So water heater costs $900. Getting installed was another $1,000 because it's a gas water heater. And I had to go through all the things to make sure it was compliant and up to the new safety codes and standards. So yay, tax return.
Yeah, stupid adulting.
I know. And the damn thing doesn't even transform into anything.
I know. I try to tell kids. Yeah, that's fine.
Comfortable showers. I'll give it that.
There we go.
All right, well, let's get into this thing. I know everybody's excited. Let's see how it starts. Let's see how it derails. And welcome to the SITREP. Question number 1. Now, of course, I know you collect everything. I'm a Transformers guy. So these questions are regarding Transformers, but feel free to branch out. This is your spotlight.
All right.
So number 1, what's the appeal of Transformers for you?
That is a great question. Now,
Transformers came up with it.
Yeah, good. Transformers has always been near and dear to my heart. Like that's my first love. When I was a kid, I was in foster care when I was a kid and stuff. And when we finally got adopted, the very first toy that was my own, my dad bought me was Sideswipe, G1 Sideswipe. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Here I got a car and then it's a robot. It's two things in one. And so that just hooked me from day one on that. And what it does now, like collecting now as an adult, it reminds me a lot of the times as a kid, right? Those good times, those fun times you had, those imaginations that you had with your friends, like, hey, my Megatron can beat up your Megatron, whatever it may be. And I wasn't very like collector like with my toys. I mean, I buried them in the sand. I had fireworks going off on them and stuff.
Well, if I may ask, how old are you?
I am 48.
So you are a G1er.
I am a G1er. Yes.
I knew I liked you. Well, that was the thing. When we were kids, you didn't think about, oh, I got this awesome new Transformer figure. Let me keep him in the box.
Yes.
I'm like you, man. I took mine outside and beat them up. So many of my figures
rockets off of it.
I never did that. But man, I broke so many Transformers. Most of mine were held together with super glue. There's me.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Fishy came in with a super chat.
What?
Super chat of $2. Thank you very much, Fishy. And you're not used to this. I mentioned Bert earlier. And I don't have my cover on because, like I told Jimmy, I said, my hair's looking good tonight. So I left it off. And plus, it gets hot in here. So Fishy, by giving me a super chat, I always reward my super chats with some kind of goofy thing. So what? Let me find something goofy. Here we are.
Oh, dear Jesus.
That is awesome.
Oh, it gets worse.
That is awesome. That is, what happens at TFCon doesn't stay at TFCon.
No, it gets. Well, actually, we had a lot of crazy shit that happened this year, but none of it got on film.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It was funny. I went to TFCon and I'm the most awkward person with people, like it's like I love talking to people and stuff like that, but I go over there and I talk and I'm like, hey, I've seen you. Nice to meet you.
Were you at TFCon in Florida?
I was in Orlando.
We just must have been like ships in the night.
That's it. There were so many people there, though.
Deluxe with a super chat, so we got to give him something too.
All right,
another great guy you need to follow.
I do follow him. He's one of my inspirations. He's the reason for my life.
You're the feeling in his life. You're the inspiration.
That's it.
All right, let's find Deluxe a good one. I think I got one with Deluxe in it.
I want a basketball and a pony and a train set and a race car. I love you, Santa.
Yeah, there's a lot of Bert in these. Bert's always in our videos.
I've noticed a theme there, There we are.
All right. Happy accident. We're going to get to the member questions here soon. Keep that in your queue because we are going to go into question number 2, aside from Generation 1, which is always the number one answer. Always. What is your favorite Transformers fiction? G1 cartoon, G1 Marvel, Beast Wars.
Golly. I mean, if I have to say currently, if you're not reading the Skybound Transformers comic books that are out right now, oh my God. Robert Kirkman is putting together this like Energon universe, the Walking Dead dude. He's putting together this Energon universe and Transformers, G.I. Joe, all sorts of stuff. Like the very first issue, spoilers for everyone if you're not reading it, this cover your ears. Very first issue, you find out they discovered somebody. But it's just really, really cool. And that's really good. But what I've really been digging right now is the Japanese G1. So like Super God Master Force, Transformers Victory.
The cartoon?
Yeah. It's been pretty cool watching them on YouTube. I mean, they have them subtitled. Don't watch the dub. It's horrible.
I have. That's the one. I don't think I made it through the Headmaster ones. That's when they called Sound or Blaster Billy. I think, wasn't it Billy?
Yeah.
Like, I can't do this.
Was not
as big of a fan I am. I cannot do this.
Yeah. Victory was better on that. So that was a really good one on that. But that's kind of where I've been so much right now has been in the Japanese stuff. So I've been collecting some of that, like Lio Kaiser that just came out with Iron Factory. those two, Drillhorn and I forgot what the other guy's name is, but anyway, Iron Factory's releasing their Legend Scale Lyo Kaiser, which is just pretty badass. It looks really, really
I tell you,
cool.
Deluxe, he's like the Legend King, man. He's just all over those Legends figures.
He's got like 100 videos going every day. I was like,
he's
wow.
amazing. He cranks them out. And I struggle for every 3 days.
That's it. I've been trying lately doing a video a day, and it is kind of a struggle. I may have to go back to every other day on that. So
with a full-time job and just finding the way my office is, it's right above the kitchen. If Dylan and Lisa's downstairs doing the homework, there's always an argument that comes in, or stuff going on. It's hard for me to find the time to shoot, because you being a reviewer, Are you back? Are we back?
I am back. Are you back? Yeah, here we are.
I had a hiccup, which is weird. My this computer and my PlayStation downstairs, the only thing I have wired into the house. I don't understand why this hiccups every day.
Better.
But anyway, going on to figure, you pick a figure up, you think, okay, he reviewed that, and it was only a 15-minute review, so they think that's how long it takes to review a figure. No, it don't. You're looking at maybe a half hour to an hour, because if you're like me, you screw up. You have to edit that out. You have to find the time to do it. And I don't know. It's just one of them things.
Yeah, I have a wireless mic. There was one video I did, and the mic was off. And so then I went to go edit it. I was like, where's all my freaking sound? And so then I had to go back and kind of make it up like it was like a Chinese, one of those dubbed movies of me just trying to talk over what I was doing, It's like, you stole my rice. Oh, we're going to fight, But
well, there was one time I spent 10 minutes talking, went through everything, looked down and realized I didn't hit record.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
The worst is when I did a Toyhax video of that. I did the whole before, and then I started decaling up everything, and then when I put it on the my program, I was like, I didn't hit record for the before, so I messed up that whole part of the video. I had nothing to show beforehand, so I was like, well.
Sometimes though, I think that's the special sauce though. Sometimes those mistakes that you make and things like that, it just shows that you're in it like everybody else. Hey, he makes mistakes like I do. He's not perfect or anything like that. So I think that's what's great.
Oh, far from it.
That's it.
All right. So going back to that comic, I have a small comic shop in town, but they don't really have comics. It's all about Pokemon cards. I am waiting on the Skybound. I like getting the trade paperbacks.
Okay.
Getting them in the book form instead of comics. So I'm going to be way behind, but as soon as that trade paperback drops, I'm all over it.
I'm like, Hasbro, you need to like hopefully have toys coming down the pipe from some of those comic book stuff that's going on. So it's just like, especially with Void Rivals, it'd be kind of cool to see that. Of course, it'd be just for fans. I don't know if they're looking mass market and things like that. Not everyone's reading it. So, but it's just, they're doing a really, really good job with that. And it's setting it up for something big. A lot better than what IDW did.
IDW, I enjoyed it for a while, but then it really got political and just weird. And when it started branching into multiple comics, and I enjoyed it up until I got all the big hardback versions up until the Lost Light and More Than Meets the, when they branched into 2 different books, and I tried to keep up with them for a while, and then it just got stupid, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Question number 3. We're 13 minutes in, just now getting to 3. Do you have a favorite figure or grail? This is a toy, a figure that you will never let go of. You guys sell everything, but there's one you're not getting rid of.
Golly. Because I'm just so recent, like I haven't been able to pick up a lot of really, like for instance, I know,
real quick, when's the last time you heard anybody say golly?
golly gee whiz, right? There we go. Sorry, Southern boy here, right here. So, but for me, right now, I don't have any like old school G1 stuff. That's what I'm working on right now. So like for example, yeah, it's money. Yeah, that's what it's going to cost. Like that G1 sideswipe. Yeah, I don't have it. I want to get one. I don't have it. But if I was to look at my collection right now, anything that I've opened in the past like 6 months or to a year, it'd be a couple things. The Magic Squares Bruticus. Although it is a booger bear to transform and to put together, it is amazing. And then my Slave one, I got the Hasbro Vintage Slave one before they changed it to Starship one.
Wait, I was just say, did you call it Slave One?
Yes, I did. I'm not politically correct. Sorry. You know, hey, that's what we grew up with. It's,
Exactly.
You know, that's Slave one. That Boba Fett was that's what he did. All right. So, but I got that one. I've still got the box that says that it's not the original, but it is the reissue. It looks phenomenal. I got this like Boba Fett shrine over here that looks really, really cool. I always thought, you know, that Transformers and Star Wars, I know they did kind of a crossover thing. Horrible. But man,
There was a couple good figures. The Darth Maul was good.
that one was pretty decent.
Vader was decent. The Millennium Falcon, man, you talk about the return of GPS.
Yeah.
All the joints wasn't really gold plastic, but the brown plastic,
Yeah.
it was like made out of peanut brittle. A couple times Transformers shattered.
Yeah. I was like, man, if they can come out with like an original story, like maybe original bots, instead of just like trying to make them look like Anakin Skywalker or something like that. Like even like it could be like, you know, you have like Unicron comes into the Star Wars universe and he's got acolytes that have the Force and all sorts of stuff. It'd be kind of cool, you know, but
It would be cool. Well, they did Transformers and Terminator. Did you see that comic?
yeah, that was pretty cool.
So,
That was pretty cool.
with the proper writer, you can bring in these factions.
Oh yeah.
Or these toy lines, these movies, these universes.
Yes.
Oh, it's all about the multiverses anymore.
Yeah, the multiverse. That's it. So anyway.
All right. Number 4. What figure is your white whale? What's your most wanted toy? G1 Sideswipe?
G1 Sideswipe. Second would be G1 Megatron. Plain and simple. You know, I know we'll never get a gun again, which is sad. It's horrible. But G1 Megatron, I remember when I got that, I have to admit, I was a kid and I like bawled my eyes out saying, I really want this toy. I like in the middle of here, I'm going to age myself, Montgomery Ward, just going, I really want Megatron, you know, and just screaming to the top of my lungs. My parents just kind of just like, no, you know, my dad was military. And so I got grounded for a while for that. But then Christmas Day, there it was. And it was just so amazing. I broke it like 2 days later, but then we super glued it back together too as well. But that would be that would be one that I'd be like, yeah, Sideswipe and Megatron.
I tell you what, when my original Megatron I had as a kid, I played with that so much. Not only did I play with him, you know, as a Transformer, but, you know, back in our day as kids, you went out and you played guns and you played cops and robbers and stuff. He was my gun.
Yeah.
He was like the best toy gun I had.
That's it. That is it. Yeah. You played with them so much. They were like loosey-goosey and things like that. I had a Voltron that could never stand anymore because I played with it so much.
I learned when I was 10 years old that you could put a teeny tiny drop of super glue on a joint. And as long as you worked it for a while, that joint, it tightened back up.
Nice.
I wouldn't do that now.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
You know, going back to Gun Megatron, you know, I'm a huge Megatron fan. I probably got more Megatrons than any other character here. And as much as I love G1 Megatron, love the character, love the design, it doesn't hurt my feelings that when we get new Megatrons that he's tanks and stuff. Because in my honest opinion, Megatron is perfect as a tank. Big, powerful. It just works. So even if they do say they do a Studio Series 86 Megatron,
yeah,
if he's done up right and looks like the robot mode, but still transforms into a tank, if they have to make him be one, I'm cool with that.
I'll still buy it.
Yeah,
I will.
I mean, I've got my gun masterpiece Megatron. I mean, that works. And then I've got what other gun we got? The Nerf gun Megatron Classics. Of course, I got the Japanese version where he's silver.
Nice. Yeah, you got an impressive collection back there.
I like it. And remember when the core I forget what they were called back then, the core class, there was one Megatron that turned back into the pistol. I still got that one.
Oh yeah. That is awesome. That is totally wicked awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a tank Megatron as long as he's a badass tank. You know, not just
no H tanks. I hate H tanks.
Yeah, anything for me right now is if it's a military vehicle or if it has swords, I'm on it. You know, like if I got both of them. Hell yeah. So
I would. Oh yeah, is it MP36?
Yeah.
Is that the one that's the cartoon looking Megatron? Not there was two Megatrons that came.
Yeah, there
out.
was an MP5 which had the chicken legs, and then
I got the really good. And yeah, he was a bitch to transform. I've transformed him once.
Yeah, there are ones that I have that I'll never transform again. I'm just
that's going back to third party figures. I like them. They're cool, but they're not fun to transform. And for me, that's part of the fun of collecting Transformers. If I can just pick it up and transform it, no problem. I'll admit that some of the harder to transform Transformers, I don't even transform on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm like, here's robot mode. I'll do a transition. Here's the vehicle mode. And people are like, why didn't you show the transformation? One, I hate transforming on film, especially when it's something difficult. And two, according to my analytics, most people skip that part of my video anyway. So why film it?
Because people could do it better than me. That's why. I'm like, if you want to see, I'll put a link in my video. I was like, this is the video I watched to transform it. So you all go to this one. This is the one to watch. Magic Square. Holy cow! Like I have to have I have to have my Buffalo Trace bourbon next to me just so that I can get through that. But I love Magic Square stuff. But yet, gosh, when I get ready to go film one, it's just like, I have to Eye of the Tiger, play that, drink a fifth, get myself ready, make it happen,
Where somebody just posted, oh yeah, Raz, he's like, at this point, he'd like to see anything else but a tank. I would love to see, with Legacy coming out right now, they did Animated Prime, Animated B. I would love to see their take on Animated Megatron. Animated was not my favorite Transformer show by any means. I just couldn't get past the artwork. But that Megatron was fantastic. I mean, big dual rotor helicopter with a giant gun on the front, dual wielding swords. That was slick. I would love to see that redone.
As long as he has a big gun, man. If he's a toaster, if he has big guns on him,
he's got to have the gun. He's got to have the gun.
Got to have toaster with guns. That's going to be awesome. You toast your bread. Watch out for bullets while you're doing it. So anyway.
Did I get into your most wanted toy yet? I didn't lost track. What was talking about?
White whale, G1 side slide.
That's right. See, we've told you it derails, man, right off the track.
Look at me, like squirrel. I'm very ADD when it comes to it. Like I'll tell you on my videos, I'm going to do this and compare this and compare that, and then I get to the end and people go.
I always forget about Bomber Jet Megatron. Stealth Bomber Megatron.
Oh yeah, Megatron as a jet. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm down for that.
All right, number 5. This is our last Transformer-related question. Then we get into YouTubing.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Transformers character? Any fiction, any media?
Oh, gosh.
Just to get the ball rolling.
That's like asking for your favorite child, right?
Yeah. That's an easy pick for me. Dipper.
That's it. Well, can I give you like top 3?
No, I didn't ask for top 3.
Oh, gosh.
If there's a top 3, then there's a number 1 of that top 3, right?
I guess
that works.
That
works.
Oh, gosh. I guess.
Remember how when I told you we were doing this, I wasn't going to ask you easy questions?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is making it hard on me. I'm going to get a lot of boos. Okay. Megatron is probably my favorite.
Which one?
Plain and simple. G1, of course. I don't have them, but G1, of course, is my favorite.
I can pull mine off the shelf and show him to you and make you jealous.
That's it. Yeah. Play REM's Everybody Hurts while you're doing that. So,
well, I'm wearing my sleep pants. I don't think y'all want to see that. I'm from West Virginia, but I don't wear my sleep pants in public.
That's it. But yeah, G1 Megatron. But man, I love them all. I do. But G1 Megatron is like, if you told me like, hey, you got to go to a bunker and live with the rest of your life with one toy, it'd probably be that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. And what's funny, I lucked out so much when I found my G1 Megatron. I was at a local flea market at the fairgrounds. This guy had a table of toy cars and just various toys. I'm looking down, I see this toy gun. And I pick it up and I'm like, holy shit, it's Megatron.
Wow.
It's the gun and the scope. Didn't have the other accessories. I said, how much for this toy gun? $5.
What?
Handed him $5. Immediately transformed it. Like I have been looking for this for years. This was like 1997 something. And the guy looked at me and goes, oh, I didn't know it was a robot too. I'm going to have to ask. I need more money. I said, no, I gave you 5. You took 5. Megatron is mine. That's Megatron.
Golly, $5.
And then I had to go on eBay, and I think I spent maybe $40 to get the rest of him.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad. I mean, this is, of course, back in late 90s before the whole Transformer boom happened again.
Yeah, now I got to sell a kidney to get it. So
Yeah, pretty much.
pretty much on that. But yeah, that would be it. Megatron. Right now, one of my favorites. I don't know if you've seen the Black Mamba's Tarn that they did.
No.
I got it right here. It's oversized KO of the Legacy Tarn, but he's pretty badass.
Oh wow.
That right there. I mean, with the Decepticon face, and it's made with die cast and stuff, and you can pick him up for like $40.
See, I had to do a lot of research on Tarn to find out why he was so popular, because he showed up right after I quit reading IDW.
Man, he's wicked. He's like evil, the fruits of the devil evil, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that whole DJD with all those torture machines and stuff like that is crazy.
I think TFCon in 2021, that's where there's figures of all of them now, because one turns into a chair and one turns into a grinder thing. And
yeah,
so that's why I got to look at them really good. And it's like, okay, these are pretty wicked.
It's pretty cool.
All right, let's start talking YouTube. I know quite a few people in the chat are fellow YouTubers, and we always like sharing our knowledge and information and try to help each other out. Number 6, what possessed you, a grown-ass man, to do toy reviews on YouTube?
Oh, gosh. Well, for a while, I was an in-the-box collector. That guy, like the Toy Story 2, keep it in the box, make it all look pretty.
Aren't they fun to play with in the box?
Huh? No, they're not fun. And then so I finally my wife's like, "Are you going to sell them?" I was like, "No." And she's like, "Well, then why?" And so I started just like taking them out. And so I tell my friends about it. I was like, "Man, you should see this. It does this. It does that. You should see this one. It transforms into these 3 different things." And they're like, "You should do a YouTube channel. You should do a YouTube channel." And I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a whirl. I'll try it out." And so just started with my cell phone and went from there. I was trying to think of a name. I was like, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly was playing. So I was like, maybe I'll call it The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, And so that's kind of like where it went from there. It's just like just sharing. For me, it's about just sharing that childlike wonder and joy of when you get to open something for the very first time. Like everything that I never open right up front.
So a lot of your original videos, did you open them right on film?
Yep.
Cool.
Absolutely. So that's why it's like sometimes I'm fumbling through it. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Sometimes I miss a articulation or something like that. But you'll hear me just be like, oh wow, that's awesome. That's cool. And here I am, and so everyone's like, what's awesome? What's cool? Tell me what it is. So. But that's kind of like where I'm at, is that just I want everyone to kind of just experience that. Like I tell people,
that's a good take right there, because a lot of people don't do that, especially like with the older toys. I mean, newer stuff, it's no biggie. For me, what I'll do is I'll keep a figure. Let's see, I don't have anything new with me right now, but I'll do my intro, film that, and then after I film the intro and show the box, that's when I'll take the figure out and mess with it for a while, get to know it, and then maybe the next day get into the review. So at least I'm not fucking around with the figure. But every now and then, it depends on time constraints. It's like the Bumblebee Starscream video I did. That was out of the package on the shelf and just shot because I had to hurry. We were going out of town. I've had a lot of stuff going on last couple months, but once you hit a certain stride with YouTube, you got to keep those videos consistent. I mean, ain't no Deluxe Baldwin making 100 a day, but I try to put one out every 3.
That's it.
But then there's some where I'll film the intro and then a week later go over the figure. So it's the great thing about editing, unless my beard changes. That's what people know.
What's funny is you'll see some videos where my shirt changed in my outro, because I had to stop in the middle of the day, go do work, and then come back, and things like that. There was one video I was doing Pengu Toys Loki, which is like a oversized KO of Cyclonus, the IDW Cyclonus. And I was doing it and I broke the horn. Like it's still broken up here. And I was like, oh man, I'm going to stop this filming, see if I can get a replacement and things like that. I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to show everyone this is what happens when you are too rough with your toys. If you got hot dog fingers like me, that's what's going to happen. You're just going to break things. And so I showed everyone it's broken. I did it. Oh, well, super glue can fix it. Whatever may happen. I've reached out to Show Z Store. I know they're good at kind of helping out with that kind of stuff.
I wanted to film G1 Bruticus, and I broke Vortex. Oh. I don't think I've ever cussed so much on film in my life. And it was just me being stupid, because if you're familiar with the Combaticons and Vortex, how you transfer. He was in helicopter mode. He was the Bruticus, because I have him displayed as Bruticus. And so to transform from helicopter, you pull the tail section out, then unfold the arms. My dumb ass just tried to unfold the arms, snapped the right arm like that. I mean, just
yeah. I think Vortex is a pain in the ass for everyone. Anyone, third party, first party, whatever it is, like that Magic Square Vortex, like it about drove me insane. I got it to this one place where it just looked like just this ball of just nothingness, and I'm just like, I don't know where to go from here.
I have a new age Soundwave, and I was shocked how hard it was to transform Soundwave. I'm like, he turns into a square.
Yeah.
And, I thought, okay, this will be an easy one. How he did these microscopic hinges you got to flip around.
Yeah, enter the matrix, choose, get the flux capacitor over here, whatever it may be,
Hold on. You know where the actual size was? No, I don't. MEPS for me was in Beckley. Every time we go to Beckley, we pass the omelet shop. And I remember that was my final breakfast before military me took over.
What branch?
I was Army.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my dad was. I guess y'all called them Chair Force. So
yeah, we did. But they had some really cool bases in Iraq. It's we're in tents and stuff. You go over there, the Air Force bases, they're taking over huts and. Yeah. In Baghdad, they had some of the, I forget what you call them, but they had one of their bases had a swimming pool. And we're like, I joined the wrong.
That's it.
Brand, man. All right. So number 7, what keeps inspiring you to get in front of the camera?
I think it's just, it honestly is just that passion for, if I can make someone smile, that's what I love doing. I am an encourager at heart. Like, I will tell people, like, you can do it, don't give up, that kind of stuff. And if I can make someone smile just from showing off a toy or showing off something from someone's childhood or a replica of that, I think that's what does it for me. I mean, not only that, but it also gives me an excuse to buy stuff. I
tell you what, right now, a lesson I learned real quick: you don't buy stuff just to review. You'll get stuck with shit you don't want and you can't get rid of, and you're broke.
Yeah, that's that is like 2024. I'm going, how can I narrow down a little bit? Because there's I love Star Wars, but my Star Wars videos don't do great. They are not that great. But for some reason, anime, I love anime too, and my anime videos, just like all my anime figures and stuff, they skyrocket and stuff like that. So it's crazy.
See, one of the things that I learned real quick is when I started the YouTube channel, I wanted to focus on Transformers. That was just it. Now, my interests span all over the place. I'm pop culture. I'm a nerd. I love it all. I've got Master of the Universe here. I've got NECA. I've got all kinds of different stuff. But then for 2 years, it was all Transformers. And that got me in that niche of Patriot Prime is a Transformers guy.
Yeah.
So when I would review something else, it got no hits whatsoever. So, going into Star Wars, half of this room used to be Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then Transformers just took over. I'm like, I don't just not into Star Wars like it used to be. All that's in storage. And hell, I'm going to have to put other stuff in storage, make room in here. This is not a huge room. I'm going to put more shelves on some empty spaces. I actually have a stairway leads up right through the middle of my room that takes up, I'd lose a lot of space with that.
This is my bonus room my wife so graciously let me have. Right now my mother-in-law is living down here, so I got to share the space, but I'm getting ready to kind of redo it, so get everything out, and this will be my studio and things like that. But right now I just got this folding table in the back that's got Crayola colors on it, so when I'm doing reviews you see all these markers and things like that. So
yeah, I got an L-shaped table here, so I just whip around. And one of the smartest things I ever did, I used the white background. At Hobby Lobby they have this white vinyl.
Oh,
so
wow.
I bought a sheet of that, and it's just, I have it tacked to the wall so I can just roll it out, do my reviews, and then roll back up to where I'm doing whatever else.
Yeah, I'm still learning all the tricks, man.
Like I showed you, I've never used a ring light before. Do I look better, everybody? I've got my first ring light purchase attached to my monitor shining on me. So
you need to put that.
That's all thanks to die-cast Norbs.
You need to have that little Snapchat filter or something.
I haven't turned myself into a kitty cat or anything. Where else were we getting at? So yeah, what keeps inspiring you to get in front of the camera?
Yeah,
You enjoy
that's
making
it.
people
Yeah,
laugh
it's
and
just that, sharing wonder and telling people just stay awesome, be awesome. I also love doing like giveaways because when I was a kid, like I said, I was in foster care and none of the toys were mine. And so, whenever they bought toys, when you went to a different house, those toys stayed behind. When I finally got adopted, I finally got that. And we were not a rich family. So we had to if I wanted something, I had to mow yards for it or do something like that. But I know there are people out there that sometimes they just can't afford it and they just can't get it or anything like that. So sometimes I just love doing giveaways and just giving stuff away just so that people can
how do you run giveaways on your channel?
I just tell them, hey, comment on something. If you're a subscriber, you get double entries. That's kind of what I do. I don't make being a subscriber a requirement because I want everyone to have a chance.
Something I've discovered, we were talking about StreamYard.
Yeah.
You can actually do, and it works better, is you can do giveaways on live streams.
Oh, nice.
Like right here, right now, I could do a giveaway. I didn't have anything prepped, but I'm going to do some giveaways this month. And what you do is there's a separate page you'd open up, which would link to this chat right now. And only people in the chat would be allowed to win. So that way you get your winner immediately. It's not some random person via YouTube, but if that's the way you like to do it, because, that random person may never contact you.
That's true.
Here, you get the attaboy right now. Everybody gets congratulated. They get their stuff. Man, it's fun. I'm going to be doing one of those soon.
Nice.
All right. Number 8. There are thousands of toy reviewers on YouTube. What makes you different from the rest?
I'm 325 pounds and I'm part Asian and part Irish. I don't know. I am
that
just
would make for some interesting cooking.
That's it. I love potato egg rolls, Yeah, there we go. So that's it. For me, again, I just try to be genuine. I just try to be that genuine self. I mean, you'll see me like when I get in my videos, I'm not like, hey, this is Jimmy. We're going to get into this now. It's like, hey, this is Jimmy G in the place to be. Welcome. Just kind of being, I'm just super energetic. When I'm at work and I'm doing what we call huddles and downloads, I will be loud because I think the way you set and the passion that you show, passion's contagious. If you're passionate about something, people may not know what you're talking about, but they're like, man, I want to do that. Or I want to be a part of that or whatever it may be. I've had people say, Jimmy, I don't know what your channel, I don't know half the stuff you're talking about. For some reason, I like watching you. I was like, that's weird, but okay, cool. It's just, that's just me. Anything you see right now, that's the way, that's what you're going to get. There's no difference. I don't know if I'll change it. I've had some people say you're too loud. I've had some people say that, but you know what? I think you just got to have fun with it and just show others that you're going to have fun with it too as well. So,
there's always going to be somebody that complains that they don't like what you do.
Yeah, you can get glad in the same.
As long as it makes you happy. I mean, I change up a little bit of things. For the longest time, I did an intro where the camera's facing me. I did an outro when the camera's facing me. And my outro, I more or less went over stuff that I just went in my final thoughts in the video.
Yeah.
So I think the last 6 months, I've just cut out that extra outro. So that's just, I don't need that. And then I used to do the whole, hey guys, or how did I do it? What's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here again with another. I quit doing that.
Yeah.
I just try to streamline a little bit more, but you're always changing and adapting. And like you said, it's all about that positivity and what you bring forward to the camera, because another thing that slows me down from doing videos, you got to be in the mood. You can't be like, oh, I've got to get this video shot, because that's in the back of your head and you just kind of go through the motions. So I like to do it when I'm ready to go. I'm excited I have the figure and I want to show you guys what this figure is and why I'm excited to own it.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's therapeutic, just like being able just to do it and just to have fun with it. Whether it gets 1 view or 100 views or 1,000 views or 1,000,000 views, sometimes it's just therapeutic to do it on that too as well.
Well, for me, it's also an extension of the hobby.
Yeah.
Because, around here, I am the only one that I know that's into this. And there's nobody, I'm not going to go to my Walmart, only shop I got, and get something. And it's not like I can go into work and say, oh, look at this new figure I got. Grow up, that's what I'll get. So as an extension of the hobby, so now when I buy a figure, it's just not bringing it home, transformed a few times, putting on the shelf. Now I can put it on front my camera and show off to everybody else too. And like I mentioned earlier, we'll probably get into this. One of the questions is that leads into meeting so many cool people.
Yeah.
Prime example. I have never talked to you before, ever.
No.
And then we spent 20 minutes before the video just having a good time. We immediately clicked. And it's all because of plastic robots, kind of like how TFCon was. Sorry I didn't see you there. I love how it works.
Okay. I was drooling most of the time at TFCon of all the stuff that I wanted. So
I didn't buy anything.
Oh, really?
Until it was almost closing on day one, and I bought the Marksman, the exclusive.
Yeah, the Phantom. Yeah.
Because I kept walking by. I was like, do I want it? It's $150. It's an exclusive, though. I kept walking by the table, and that table, the product was just shrinking. I was like, I better get one.
Yeah. It's that like, oh, no, it's going to be too late. Yeah. I went with a budget, and then, I think we froze up a little bit.
There we go. We're back.
Hey. Yeah, I went in with a budget, but then I blew it. I blew that budget so bad. And then like my wife,
I had a budget and I also had credit cards. I'm like, oh
yeah. My wife, I was dropping her off for a cruise when we're going to TFCon. So when I came back on Saturday, all the parking lot spaces were taken up. I was staying at the hotel, so it took me a few hours to find a parking space to get it again. Not even a few hours, I'd say about an hour. But when my wife came back from her cruise, I was like, yeah, you know that budget that I had? Yeah, I kind of overspent it. She was off a cruise. She had some drinks. She was like, oh, that's fine.
I loved that venue. I thought that was really cool.
It was great.
I like that outdoor courtyard where everybody kind of hung out after the fact.
It was so close to everything too.
Yeah, and the restaurant there was really good too. We never left. We ate, had everything just right there.
Nice.
All right, where are we at? Number 9. What is the one thing that you find the hardest about being a YouTuber?
Sometimes it's time. It's, when you're splitting your time, and you've got to remember, because I'm not only, a YouTuber, but I'm also a dad, and I'm a husband, and I also am an employee somewhere. And so you've got to be able to marry that time and find that time and not neglect all your other responsibilities. Right.
Yep.
So sometimes that's really tough. So sometimes it may be like I'm doing this at 2 a.m. Just because that's the time that I can get. So that way I'm present on my days off for my kids and my wife and things like that too, and doing the honey-do list and stuff like that too. And then, sometimes it's like I work a retail job, so I'm either working, my schedule's all over the place. So sometimes it's just finding that right time. The fun part is my youngest daughter, she's like, I want to do this with you. And so we do a little thing called Tea Time with Katie and Daddy now. And so probably once a month, you'll see her, and she kind of does some reviews. She did a thing where she named my Transformers, and she named some weird ones. And then we did a Pokemon model review. She's got some slime that she wants to show off. I was like, cool, we'll do it. And so I made a little logo for her and stuff like that. That about once a month you'll see her on that. And so she's having fun, and I think where that's helping her is being able to better communicate too, as well, to the camera, to people and things like that, because our kids are homeschooled, so they don't see a lot of kids and things like that. So. But time is the hardest part. And it's like, I envy those that do this full time, that can do this full time and make that happen. But I think if you're doing this because you want this to be your job, then you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Because like I said, I make tens of dollars.
Yeah. I think my first paycheck's coming because I had to get it, but it was like 2 months worth, because it's like, you're not at the $100 threshold, but you got to do it because you love it. And then you also got to make sure that when your wife says, hey, let's go spend some time together, that you put it aside.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, that's a good. That's me. Of course, I don't do the 2 a.m. thing. I usually like to sleep. Now I will wake up the butt crack of dawn to do some filming before they get up. Because once they get up, you're done.
I am not an early riser. I think Jesus doesn't get up till 10 a.m. So
man, military screwed me up. I can get up. That's no problem whatsoever. All right, this is going to be my last question for you, and then we'll just open it up to the floor. We'll interact with everybody. We're only 44 minutes in, so we can maybe stretch it out to an hour or whatever. Number 10, do you have any channel goals And where can our viewers find you? This is your chance to plug your channel. And just know in the description of this video, I have a link to your channel too. So
Awesome.
Plug yourself.
So yeah, so
That
my channel goals, like, I mean, I'm a very goal-oriented person. I love numbers. I love that kind of stuff too as well. I love looking at it. The analytics fascinate me when I look at stuff. It's just like,
no, it's not the analytics. I hate the algorithm.
Yeah, the algorithm I hate. The analytics is kind of cool. I'm hoping to be. I set a stretch goal of 5,000 by the end of this year. 5,000 subs on that. Now, if I don't get there, that's okay.
Boom.
Hey, one more. Yes, there we go.
Tonight I need 4,999.
That's it. That's it. But that's my goal. But my goal is like, overall is just overarching. It is just to kind of have fun and staying young. That's what kind of helps you do that. And that's what helps me keep going. But yeah, I want to be at 5,000 and I want to keep growing. I want to keep moving forward. I want to help others. And one of the things I like doing, and I'm trying to do it on a regular basis, is promote channels that maybe you didn't hear about. Now, I know I'm just 1,000 right now, but at least 1,000 people are hearing about someone who's only at 25, who's starting out their first time. And I'm like, you know what? That's awesome. I think you need that help. I want to just promote your channel, and I'll do a screenshot and record it and stuff like that and say, hey, go check this one out.
Because you recently did one and you actually shouted out Deluxe. You shouted out Cato. It was 5 that you did. Yeah.
There was like 2 that I love, and
I forget what the other 3 were, but they were ones that I knew of.
Yeah.
I actually went and checked them out.
Yeah. So, but that's something that, I think that's sharing. It's about community, right? Again, it's growing the community. And one of my goals this year is to be a better networker. I am like I said, I'm an introvert at heart. If I didn't have to go out and do anything, and if I just stayed at home, I'm fine. But I do love meeting people. Sometimes it's awkward doing that. It's like that first date, right? It's just like, hey, how's it going? Do you like me? Anyway.
Wait till you start getting well known. Like I went to TFCon when people start, because here I'm just me. Yeah. When I went to TFCon, people are running up to me and wanting their picture taken. It's just surreal.
I bet. But yeah, that's the fun thing. That's it, is that my goal is to be a better networker. So I've been getting on some more Facebook groups and commenting and doing that kind of stuff and just learning that community and everything too as well. But if you want to find me at YouTube, it is The Good, The Bad, The Awesome. That is what it is. I also have Facebook, The Good, The Bad, The Awesome. TikTok's the same thing. Now, no, TikTok, actually, I misspelled it. I spelled it The Food, The Bad, The Awesome. So I got to put some food reviews in there.
We'll do them potato egg rolls you talking about.
That's it. I'm, maybe it's just I spend a week at Buc-ee's, and just partake of the brisket sandwiches or something. The jerky wall's calling my name. So anyway, but that's where you can find me. And I hope to see y'all, and hope to see y'all in the comments too.
Yeah, I love comments. I read every one of them.
I do
try to heart them, try to comment when I can or reply when I can. And the one thing I've noticed about the community is everybody, the ones that whine and bitch and complain, yeah, they're the ones that get thrown out first. They're the ones in the spotlight. But there's more like us than there are of them.
Yep.
So
you're not going to make everybody happy.
Exactly.
But it's funny though. You get to a place where the complainers, they get roasted by your other commenters.
Oh, I know. It's fun to watch.
It's like, yeah, I don't have to do anything. And they just like, they get flamed by that. So it's cool. I don't care. You have to, if you're doing YouTube, and this is for anyone that's just starting or anyone that's watching this, you do have to be thick-skinned but tenderhearted on that. So you do have to know that you're going to have critics. You're going to have people that say, this or that. Take the feedback for what it's worth. I always say there's always an element of truth in any feedback. Find that element of truth, spit out everything else, and then move forward from that. And thank people for it. I've had people just roast me. I say, hey, thank you for the feedback. I will do better with this, and then they're like, I can't say anything else bad, So, but that's what I would say is just make sure you don't go, oh my gosh, I'm a failure, because maybe your subscriber count went down by 1 or by 5 or by 10 or something like that. Do what you love and continue to grow and continue to learn on that.
Well, not to get, I could go into a deep dive, but I almost quit my first year because just some things got to me. Unfortunately, I met people like Deluxe and Bert that got me through it, because I was just ready to stop, because just the toxicity aimed at me because of the first part of my name. So you can imagine where that's going.
Oh yeah.
And then after a while, it just quit. I was like, fuck them. I kept going. I kept being me, and it worked. So
that's it.
There's great people in this community that can help you get through stuff. So
that's it.
That's how it rolls. That is it for the SITREP. That's it for my 10 questions. Let's open up to questions and stuff in chat, and let's just bullshit for a while.
All right, we could do it. I know someone said, how do you feel about the new Transformers movie, Transformers 1?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't either. I'm excited. Anytime there's a new Transformers movie, I'm excited. I don't care. If I know people hate on the Bayverse. I'm excited when they say something is coming out. They're not my favorite, my favorite style. But I thought Rise of the Beast was pretty decent. I thought it was pretty good. So Transformers 1, I'm looking forward to it. A little sad.
I'm excited it's going to be a cartoon again. I mean, everybody's whining that it doesn't have the voice actors that we know and love, but
you got to pass them on sometimes.
It's got to be a point that they're in their 80s now.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to give it a chance, especially if it give me a good story. It's on Cybertron, and quit focusing on the humans.
That's it. I want robots. I want them beating each other up. I want swords. Give me swords. Give me robots with swords. No, but anyway, also Transformer video game. I'm kind of excited about Reactivate coming out too as well. I'm curious because I think the last best Transformers game that I played was the War for Cybertron. It was like on the Xbox 360 or something like that.
I liked, what was the G1 cartoon? Devastation? Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But I'm excited. Anything, if they do it up right, it'll be great. I'll play it. I'll have fun with it. I'm not the best gamer in the world. Like, if people was like, hey, why don't you live stream some gaming? I was like, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that.
That's how my channel started.
Really?
Years ago, I worked at a casino, and I was casino security with a bunch of ex-law enforcement military guys. We worked the night shift, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. So when we got the nights off, we didn't sleep at night. We're up all night. So we played PlayStation, and we loved Rainbow Six. It was a tactical shooter. We played together all the time. And one of the coworkers, he's like, man, we need to stream these online. Let's start a Twitch channel. And I was like, man, I am not that good. I'm the guy that runs into battle and then falls off the building and kills myself. And he's like, well, you can attach a YouTube channel to Switch and you can combine those or whatever. And I was like, well, what am I going to do YouTube on? He says, well, you like them Transformers. Why don't you do those? And at that point, I was always watching Transformers reviews, enjoying figures that I didn't have, so on and so forth. And I thought, well, I got a fairly decent collection. Maybe I will start doing that. And There we go.
There we go. I'm no good. I'm telling you, my friends asked me to play Destiny and go on raids with them. I was like, look, I'll get in there with you. I'll be at the campsite cooking your food for you. Y'all go out, do what you need to do, come back. I'll make sure there's a good meal.
Bing Bong Toys asks, what's your favorite Transformer to transform?
Soundwave, G1 Soundwave. It's just so easy and so fun.
Oh, G1 Optimus Prime.
Yeah. They're just so easy and fun. It's just like click, click.
Or I can rub this into your a little bit. G1 Megatron's fun too.
Oh, shut up. Now, when you transform him, do you like secretly make the noise? Like when you
I don't have to because he squeaks so damn loud. Favorite voice actor? David K. He's just got a range. I like David K.
He is great. Now, are we talking favorite voice actor for Transformers or favorite voice actor, period?
I just see favorite voice actor ?
Yeah. What's his name? He passed away not too long ago. It was the voice of Batman.
So Conroy. He's your favorite voice actor that you don't know his name.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy. That's his name.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy. I mean, he was the voice at Arkham. I mean, he was Batman. Now, of course, Keaton is my Batman. Of course, you could tell by my age. I love Michael Keaton from the movies. But from when Batman the animated series came out, and Kevin Conroy was the voice actor for that, and then of course
he was the voice for everything.
Yes. And then Mark Hamill as the Joker, ridiculous. So,
favorite Transformer of 2024 so far.
What's yours?
I'm thinking.
2024 is so new.
I know. I really like Tigerhawk, but I can't remember if I got him in 2023 or 2024. I guess I can pull up my review real quick. That'll let me know.
Mine will be the Black Mamba Tarn. It's It's just too cool. That Black Mamba Tarn is just awesome.
Let's see. Now, Reactivate Optimus Prime is a great one, aside from his little rinky-dink fucking gun.
Yeah, I'd like to get that one. Hopefully, maybe DNA will come out with a kit that gives him a bigger gun.
I don't have any easy access, but with the accessory kit that came out a few years ago with that Centurion drone, came with this giant blaster. That's what I gave my Prime.
Nice. He's got to have a BA gun right there, man. Now, something that I'm kind of getting into, it's not Transformers related. It actually happened after
Tigerhawk.
Tigerhawk.
I did give him in January. So, yes, he's my favorite so far. That one really impressed me.
Nice. Something I'm getting into. So, after the G1 Japanese series quit, Takara partnered with someone else, and they had the Brave series. And so I'm watching Gal Gaigar. It's the Brave King of the Braves. And it's basically Transformers and Voltron kind of put together on that. Now it is like seizure robots. Like when the lights are going off, I'm like, you're gonna probably wake up, pass out, wake up, and go, oh, they won. But I got a few of those figures that I can't wait to review. I'm excited about that because I'm like, Takara finally went, okay, we won't go with Transformers. Let's do something different, and it basically revolves around either a boy befriending a robot or a boy that turns into a robot, whatever it may be. So it's pretty cool.
Sounds interesting.
Someone said Gal Gaigar. Yeah, it's awesome. It has the voice of another voice actor, Dan Green, who was the voice of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Moto from. I'm sorry, I'm just such a nerd about that. So.
Yeah, Deluxe brought up Transformers Armada. I forgot about that game. I think that was PS2. I had that in Iraq. I'm at the tidal wave level. It was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't have that one. Believe it or not, I never watched Transformers Armada. However, I love the toys. I think they're great. And I love the ideas of attaching mini cons and stuff like that.
A lot of them reminded me of Play School toys. They just seem too chunky.
I like the new Legacy Armada that came out. That Armada Prime.
Oh yeah, I got him.
Yeah. Now it just needs the mini cons. I think that would be great. Someone is here lately. Gal Gaigar right there in the chat. I mean, it is an addictive theme song. It will get into your head.
All right. Well, if anybody else got anything, or if nobody else has anything, I think we'll wrap this up. It's almost 11 o'clock here on the East Coast. I've got to get to work in the morning because tomorrow may be Valentine's Day, but it's still just a Wednesday.
That's it. I've got to get up for a meeting, and then I go in later on in the day. So it's a split shift for me. So,
if you're not subscribed to the good, the bad, the awesome, make sure and click his link in the description of this video. Help a brother out. I mean, he seems like a good dude. I dig him.
Hey, I'm an equal opportunity offender. If I don't offend you one way, I'll make sure to do it another.
All right, guys. Well, once again, Jimmy, thank you so much for hopping on with me. Everybody in the chat, I enjoyed it. And stay tuned to this channel because we are going to do some more sit reps, more giveaways, and, of course, more Transformers reviews. So, once again, this is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah! Got anything?
Hey, stay young, have fun, and be awesome. That's what you got to do.
There we go.